Hello friends, welcome to GCP Data Ingestion demo. In today's demo, we are going to see how to ingest the manual file into Google BigQuery. Here, user will copy the file into the landing bucket. Once the file landed here, automatically a function will trigger and do the sanity check and then copy the valid file into the data lake and invalid file into the invalid bucket. For this, we require the metadata info, which I am maintaining in BigQuery metadata table. This metadata table contains the file name and the required column, whether it's active or inactive, what is the schema name, stage schema name, what is the table name, and so on. I will explain the rest of the column whenever it's required in the upcoming videos. What is the file we are going to ingest today is fact sales. I'm going to copy this file into the landing bucket. Once the file landed here, as I said earlier, the function will trigger and do the sanity and copy the file. I'm going to copy this file into landing bucket. File copied successfully into the landing bucket. Now automatically the function will trigger. The function triggered successfully and then file copied into the data lake. Here you can see some insert statement. Once the file is copied into the data lake, it will insert one record into the job execution detail table. Here, move file to data lake. It's a step 1 of 4. It means we have 4 steps. Out of 4, one step is completed. This is the file name and then this is the file path and step 1 is completed. Remaining 3 steps has to complete in upcoming processes. Okay, let us move on to the data lake. Our file is fact sales. In today's date, it will create the folder automatically. In today's date, you can see only one file here. Once file landed here, the composer will trigger the DataProc and start ingesting the data into the stage schema and then raw schema and then curated schema. Here in the diagram I mentioned raw or stage, but we are going to maintain stage separately and the raw schema separately and the curated schema separately in BigQuery. Let us go and create a composer. I'm creating the composer now. I'm choosing the location as a US Central. Click on create button. It will start creating the composer now. Let us wait for few minutes. Composer created successfully. Let us go and copy our DAG file into the storage. I'm opening DAG folder, also Airflow web server. This is the storage, DAG storage, where you can copy your DAG file. Before I copy the file, I'll explain what is there in our DAG. This is the DAG file. This is the configuration for DataProc cluster. These are all the job configuration, DAG initialization, and then creating the cluster using the cluster configuration we created earlier in the top. And then I'm submitting the job 1, job 2, job 3. Job 1, copy the data from GCS file into staging BigQuery staging table. Job 2, ingest the data from staging table into raw table. Job 3, curate the data and then ingest into the curated BigQuery tables. Once all the processes are completed, it will delete the DataProc cluster. This is the dependency I created. One after one it will start executing. This is the DAG I am going to submit to the composer. Just drag and drop the DAG file into DAG storage. Once it is done, automatically our Airflow will start pick up the file. Let us give a few minutes to show the DAG here in the Airflow. Our DAG file shown here in the Airflow and started the process. Let us go to the running status now and see what are all the steps involved in it, and then what is the step currently it's executing now. Click on the DAG name. These are all the steps are there. First it has started creating the cluster in the DataProc. Let us go to the DataProc. Here it is creating the new cluster, DataProc cluster. Let us wait for few minutes to create the cluster here. DataProc cluster created successfully. And then what is the next step in our code? It will trigger a job one by one. Let us go and see the job here. What's happening? First job started now. Let us go to Airflow and check. Cluster created, so it moved to next level. The next step, it is copying the data from GCS into BigQuery staging table. First step completed. So let us come to the job execution detail table. You can see second step completed. GCS to staging completed, and it ingested 1,21,253 record. Let me go to staging schema. Here also table created and it ingested the record with the file name and the ingestion date. Next, let us go to Airflow. Completed that step also, it moved to fourth step. In the fourth step, it's moving the data from raw to curated. Let us go and verify the execution detail. That step completed. Fourth step also completed. Now you can see the data in the raw. As of now, there is no table in the raw data store. Let me do the refresh here. Raw also table created and data got ingested. And let us go to the curated. Here also same number of data got ingested here. What's the difference between the raw data and the curated data is the raw data, whatever the data we are receiving in the staging schemas, all those data we are moving into raw. It means you can see the duplicate record also in the tables. But when we move the data from raw into curated data, we are doing the cleansing. We are doing the upset activity. So always you can see only one active record in the curated tables. Our process completed now. Till the curated we completed the process. In the next demo we will see how to create the data mart and how to build the report out of it. Also for today's activity we will see whether we received any notification or not. Let me go to my mail. Here I received only one mail. It shows the sanity status is success, and this is the file we are trying to ingest it. And the rest of the area I haven't enabled the notification. In upcoming demo we will implement one by one. In today's demo I copied only one file. It ingested successfully. What will happen if I copy multiple files? It is not a generic pipeline. It's a file dependent ingestion. So in upcoming videos we will see how to create a generic pipeline. That single pipeline will take care of different source file we copy. With this, let us conclude the session. We will meet in another demo. Thank you.